Hey everybody, Sam Mutari here, and welcome to, I believe, part 5 of what is going to be the Guild Wars playthrough. Now, last time I was on, I asked some people, hey, what would you like to see next? And go figure, no one really cares, so today we're just going to go on a bunch of random adventures. I think we're going to start out with the Poison Devourer, and we're going to go do some bandits. Not really do some bandits, because I wouldn't want to do the bandits, for most of them are pretty fat and really ugly, and, you know, they steal shit, and that's illegal, it's against the law. So yeah, sorry if I'm not very entertaining today. I don't really think I'm very entertaining most of the other times either, but today I'm just not feeling 100% my best. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. What is that dude? He's like a devourer. Yeah, he's a destroyer is what he is. Anyways, but we'll get into that later. And then this dude, of course, he's a necromancer, and he has the wings from one of the costumes. The only problem with the costumes is that you do have to pay real money for them. All I have is the Grunth and the Duena costumes, and I don't have any on this. Excuse me, it's late. I don't have any on this actual account, so let's go ahead and turn on my trusty, handy-dandy fire imp. Now normally by this time, you know, level 4, whatever. Do I have my flute? Yes, I do. Normally at this time, I would be like higher leveled, but, you know, enjoy it. Have a flute. Can't wait to try it. Good for you. Now she has her flute. Okay. So normally by this time, I would be a higher level, of course, because whenever you play, you don't only play for like 30 minutes at a time. At least you're not supposed to. You know, usually when you play, you should usually spend your time playing for a couple of hours so you can get the feel of things. Missions can actually take a really long time, so I don't know. But, I don't know, I've kind of been going backwards on some of these quests. Like, normally, of course, I would do all the catacomb things and in the catacombs, but I would have done the Lost Moa Bird. I would have done that a little later, because that's, like I said, I usually go in from a different entrance. I'm trying to think what else. So today, my goal is to do the Poison Devourer, kill some bandits, and then after I kill some bandits, we might do the gift for Althea, but the problem with that quest is that it does take a really long time. There are 3 items you have to acquire. I think you have to have the quest selected in order to find the items. And it's not that it takes a long time to get the items, it's just going around and collecting everything. I don't want this video to be too long, but then again, I'm kind of getting tired of pre-searing already since I've, you know, done it before. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I was gonna go to the Devourer's Cave. Ah, screw it. We're just gonna go after the bandits. Bandit raid. So usually I don't really go after the bandits when I don't really have my pet equipped. Necromancer skills are alright, but the bandits, they can not really overpower you, but they can kind of gather around you pretty quickly. With a fire imp, you should be okay, but I don't know, I like to play it on the safe side, and I like to be a little bit of a higher level before I start going into all these quests where I know there are bigger groups of enemies. It's kind of been one of those things where it's like trial and error. So the bandits live up on a hill. One of the items for Althea can actually be found here, but the bandits live up on this hill here. They kind of run back and forth. That's an aloe seed. Kadoosh. Big deal. Fire imp, again, you're just a little delayed. But yeah, they live up here on this hill. You just go up this pathway, and there's a whole bunch of them. Ooh, a hidden stash. I always laugh whenever I see a hidden stash, just because my mind, I'm like, oh, it's a hidden stash. And I'm instantly drawn to, like, things of, like, illegal matters. Like, weed or whatever. Or it could be a hidden stash cache, who knows? But whenever I think hidden stash, I think something like that. Like me, personally, I don't do drugs, never have, never will, and maybe that's why I think it's so funny. But then again, I also have the maturity level of like a 6th grader, so I'll openly admit that. You know, the first step in recovering is admittance to your problems, right? I think that's how it goes. Kill it already. Kill him. I almost said make him faint. Like, that's the thing. Whenever I'm, like, playing, you know, different games at once, because right now I'm playing, like, White version 2. My Shiny Giratina video should be up anytime now, but yeah. whenever I'm playing different video games, like since I'm playing Pokemon so often now, I play it on my way to work or whatever, I instantly want to be like, he fainted, instead of he died, but no, like literally in this game you are killing them, there's no other way to put it. Everybody's like all excited. Nobody's gonna be on YouTube because everybody's gonna be like so excited for like X and Y. Okay, so beautiful pendant. Of course, the quest item. Did we get anything else besides the beautiful pendant? No? Okay, so yeah, the beautiful pendant. That's part of the whole Althea thing. That's item number 1. Now, there's still 2 items we have to find. There's the seashell by the seashore, and then there's the moa bird. I shouldn't have wasted that swarm on him, but that's okay. There's that moa bird feather that we have to get, the beautiful feather or unusual feather, whatever you want to call it. Really, so I gotta kill all these dudes. So this is what I was talking about, it's better to be higher leveled. Like, this quest in itself is not very hard, especially when you have healing skills, and you can pull health from people, but obviously, I mean, without it, it's pretty difficult. And my bone horror is going after all those dudes, and they're gonna attack him and kill him in no time. So the whole quest, the whole goal goes around, like, the whole point of this quest is to, of course, get the freaking strong box, which holds the taxes. And now this is where I start getting my ass kicked. Animate bone horror, life siphon. No. Force and a healing. I'm basically just biding my time and waiting for my imp to take everybody out, because I can't really do much with all these people, and I have to wait for some more of them to kind of go down before I can do anything. There we go. Now, worn belts can actually be collected. There's a collector right here in Ashford, so after I drop off the actual strong box, I will be able to go and trade those in for maybe something nice. I think you have to have 6 of them, and I have like 9, so. Now the only problem with this quest is that you're carrying the strong box. It's not something that goes into your inventory. So whenever you're doing this quest, you gotta make sure that you take out all the bandits, because if not, then you're in for a hell of a journey, because they're gonna be whacking your tailbone the entire way, and most likely, even with Fire Imp, you're not gonna be able to make it very far, and you will probably die. Well, there's a red iris flower, which is great, but I don't really have room in my inventory. Sorry, I don't mean to like sit there and salvage things like right in front of you guys, but I'm trying to like get rid of some shit. This way I can make room for the red iris flower, because you can sell them for pretty high prices, not gonna lie. I only need 6, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the items from here. I'm gonna place these over here since they can be collected, place this over here since it can be sold. I used up my kit, but that's alright. Again, a good thing about this game is that whenever you go into the field, it is just you. It's not other people as well. So that means that obviously, you know, when it comes to finding red iris flowers and whatnot, you're not sitting there trying to dig around and find them, you know, with everybody else kind of competing for them, which is always nice. So we're going to give the strong box to Devona. We're going to see what we can trade the belts for. We're going to find the mysterious feather, which is part of the Althea quest, and then we're going to go get the seashell. This is the chest of stolen gold that the Baron Egan has been talking about. It must have been difficult dealing with those bandits. I'm impressed. If only we had more like you, we'd have no fear of the char at all. Thank you. So again, we've leveled up. We are now level 5. Now, usually when I leave here, I'm usually about level 6 or so. I mean, not level 6. I'm usually like level 7 to level 8. So, I mean, being this level is not like a huge feat for me. Also, we have some quests up here that I never got, which I think I'm going to gather while I'm here. There's something about like a bear skin and a horn and some other things. Collector, what can I get? I can get a belt pouch, which I don't need because I already got one. Inscribed staff, blah 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 blah. I don't really need any of these, so I'm going to see which ones. They all sell for about 9 gold, So I'm just going to choose this, exchange it for 5, and then I still have 1 that I can have left over. Allison the Tanner. The good thing about collecting stuff is you can usually, like, buy things that you can... I should have just salvaged all of them, but I'm not going to. Little Tom has ordered a bearskin cloak, but I don't have a good bear pelt from which to make it. If you can find me a pelt, Little Tom will make it worth your while. Southwest of Ashford is a place called Wizard's Folly. That's the place I was thinking of. And I understand bear hunting is good down there. What do you say? I say it sounds like a challenge, but I can handle it. And I think, like, after you get the bear cloak, I think she has a horn that you have to go and, like, dip in some holy water, unless it's another girl that makes you do that. But I'm not really sure. I believe it's the same person that gives you the quest, but again, like I said, I'm not sure. So, ooh, another red iris flower. We're just getting lucky today, guys. Sorry, I can't talk. So the moa feathers up here, there's an actual, like, moa pen. The thing is like, in pre-searing they're called striders, and then later on they're called moa birds, but, yeah, see, there we go, beautiful feather. Quest item. And moa birds, the thing is like, they're green, which means they don't really hurt you, but if you attack them, they will attack you back. So, kind of reminds you of, like, you know, Zelda, when you attack the chickens, and they all, like, attack you. It's kind of how this works. So the only thing we have left for the Althea quest is we have to find that seashell. And the thing is the seashell is not hard to find at all, but the thing is, like, last time I checked over here, it did not, like, show up. So I am wondering whether the quest has to be toggled. Okay, now the beautiful shell's down there. Alright, because last time we went down here, it wasn't down there, but now it's here. So you have to find the beautiful shell, and the beautiful shell is not what you're going to take. You're going to click the beautiful shell, and you're going to take the beautiful pearl. Okay, so now we have the 3 items we need for Althea's quest. We've done the quest that had to deal with the stolen tax money. We have traded in our worn belts for all that fun stuff. We have traded in our worn belts, and now we are on our way to give Althea her gift, which is all the way back in Ascalon. Now, the cool thing about this quest is that you have a choice of who you want to give the gift to. Once you have all 3 gifts, you can either give the gift to Osiric, which is the captain that asked you to get it in the first place, or you can give the gift directly to Althea, and she'll pull one of those, what is this all about kind of things, you know? I don't need any of these, so we're going to sell them. Same with this. Sell this. Go ahead and sell the one belt, whatever. And then all these are salvage items, so we're going to buy a salvage kit. Might as well buy 2 of them. Even though it's probably not the smartest move, because like I said, we don't really have much inventory space, and after these 3 quest items are taken care of, and we give the 2 red iris flowers to Gwen, that's all great and all fine and dandy, but even still, that doesn't leave us with much room. I'll probably use the dyes I have. I'm not sure whether I want to keep them or not. I don't know how long I plan to be on pre-searing. Like, I don't know how many episodes this will go into. I didn't really plan on it going into very many, but you never know. More granite slabs. Die already. And an earth staff, and that'll probably give me wood, which is all nice and dandy. Earth staff. Yeah, it gave me wood planks. So like I said, the crafting in this game is actually pretty simple. Whenever we go into post-searing and we have to make our first set of armor, which will do us well, whenever we have to make our first set of armor, I'll go ahead and show you how the whole thing works. I'm not really sure how long that'll be, but... Alright, so you basically have the choice. Like I said, you can either give the gift to Althea, and she'll be like, what the hell's going on here? I'm gonna have a talk to Rurik about this, and she's all, like, embarrassed. Or you can just give the stuff directly to Osiric. Hello, what's on your mind? A gift for Althea. Give the beautiful feather. Okay, so basically, it gives you a choice, alright? Like I said, say that you find the feather first, and you click on it. He's gonna say it's not good enough. And then click on the pearl. He's gonna say it's not good enough. But then you click on the pendant, and suddenly that'll be the perfect gift. Well, it's the same as if you found it in backwards order. If you found the pendant first and you gave it to him, it wouldn't be good enough. And then if you found the feather second, it wouldn't be good enough. But if you found the pearl last, that would be perfect. So it's like, this is a magnificent feather. One could probably fashion an exquisite riding quill from it, but I believe we need something a bit more regal for Our Lady. Please keep looking. So you click on it again. Give him the pendant. This is a magnificent piece of jewelry. However, I believe we need something a little less worn to present Our Lady. Please keep looking. Finally, you give him the pearl, and it's like, wherever did you find this beautiful pearl? Yes, it is the perfect gift for Althea. Prince Rurik will be delighted. I'll make sure he knows of your involvement in obtaining this one thing that is sure to please his lady. It's really not a hard quest. It's not like you have to go about and do a lot of things. It's just a matter of gathering the items and bringing them back here. And of course, if this is your first time playing this quest, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why did that take so long? And why was it so annoying? So yeah. So already, we're not really very far into this episode. We're only about not even 20 minutes into this episode. We've already completed the 2 quests. So all we really have left is we have the Poison Devourer, which I want to take care of first. We have the new Necromancer Trainer, which we have to go talk to Munne for that, but that's about it. She's not really going to teach us anything we don't already know. I don't think. And yeah, and then Adventure with an Ally. Of course, we can't really do much of that, unless we want to get someone to tag along with us just to get the Resurrection Signet. Which the Resurrection Signet doesn't really do you much good unless you are in a party with people. Because honestly, like, if your party members die, it's up to your monk to resurrect them. And, yeah. I don't really know what to say about that. Like, basically, okay, if your monk henchman, like, say you're playing by yourself, and basically you equip the NPC for a monk, for a warrior, and whatever. So if by chance your monk dies, your whole party's going down. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if you use a resurrection signet on your monk, you're basically just wasting your time, because once your monk has died, you're just gone. You're just dead. Like, it starts the countdown for resurrection, because they know that without the monk, you're going to be taken down pretty soon. Hidden stash. So I want to go over the color of the items real quick, which I'll probably reiterate on them. Obviously, we've seen blue items, white items. We haven't seen any purple yet. But basically, white items are common, as you could probably already guess. So white items are very, very common in the Guild Wars universe. The blue are uncommon items. Then you have your purple, which is rare items. And then you have... My game just froze. I don't know why. And then you have your yellow items, which are super rare. And then you have green items, which... Which then, connect to temporary fail. Would you like to reattempt? Yes. And then you have your green items, which are like a special event items. I guess like the summoning stone and etc, etc, etc. I killed him twice. I get two dull carapaces. Was there another one I missed? There were 2 there. Well, what do you know? Sorry about the disconnection, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Don't know whether it's the internet or what. Don't know whether it's just my computer being dumb. I haven't really experienced this error before, but I know for a fact that they've been updating a lot of the things that have to do with Guild Wars, because they have a lot of events going on at the moment. Every week they still have like double experience and etc. And they have Halloween coming up soon, which we will check out Guild Wars on Halloween, because that's amazing. So the golden light you saw right there was my imp leveling up. Now the imp actually levels up with you. I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. The imp has its own experience level, like its own experience points that it has to get in order to level up. And yeah. So as you level up, your imp also levels up, and that's why after level 20 you're not allowed to use it anymore. My inventory's full. What is it full of? Go ahead and kill that for me, since it's just a diseased one. I picked up that hidden stash, and now all of a sudden it's like, ugh. Chitin fragment. This is unidentified, this is unidentified. You can't salvage unidentified things. And of course we haven't sold our red iris flowers either, so that doesn't really do us much good. And then once we get rid of the red iris flowers and the salvage kits, we'll have more room, but until then we're basically stuck with what we got. And like I said, blue items, since we don't want to identify them because it costs too much money, we just take them and we sell them because they're usually worth a little bit more money. And I'll salvage you. And then I'll salvage you. So now we have one more thing of room. I didn't think I'd come across so many hidden stashes here. I mean, not that I'm complaining at all. But yeah, once you go back into the Devourer's Cave, I don't think you can't really get this quest until after you've already done the Devourer quest the first time, I do believe. I think there was a time where you could do both at the same time, but I don't think that's possible anymore. But I'm not really sure. So coming back into the Devourer's Cave, you of course still have your Lash Devourers up there, and the actual new Devourers are going to show up in this area right over here. They're basically going to dig themselves up out of the ground, and you'll be able to see them. And then of course we have to collect the poison stingers that fall from them, which is a quest item, and we have to take them to Ashford Abbey. And then once we get to Ashford Abbey, we give the stingers over to Munne, who then is able to take care of it. And that's the disease one. The Poison Devourers will be over here, but we have to get rid of these Lash Devourers first. I'm going to take these dull carapaces. I'm not really worried about the damage they're doing me, because it's still not very much. And there we go, there's the Plague Devourer. Now, Plague Devourers, this is the only one you're going to see in pre-searing. But as far as, like, post-searing, you're going to see a lot of Plague Devourers. Now, the thing is, like, in pre-searing, the Plague Devourers look like normal. Yeah, they look like normal Devourers. They don't look like anything special. They just look like the Lash Devourers we just got rid of. But the thing is they are actually very different looking in pre-searing. They look more like they would belong to some sort of plague. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of shit. More hammer. No, I can't. Nope. All these are blue items. So we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of all these. All the chitin fragments. We have one item, one use remaining. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of a spider leg. Why not? Since I can't get rid of any of this shit. Okay, so now that we got this all taken care of, we're just gonna zip on over to Ashford Abbey, because we have to go there to talk to Munne anyways. And after we talk to Munne and see what she has to say, maybe gather some more quests, I think that'll be good for this episode. Again, sorry it wasn't very entertaining. I'm not having the best of days right now, so... Okay, the reason why he has a thing is because he's one of our primary quests, but like I keep saying, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that last. So, Poison Devourer. Yes, please take these stingers off my hands. Is the poisonous stinger intact? Yes, it's perfect, and there's enough here that I can begin working on an antidote. Thank you. Did he leave me a poisonous stinger? Yes, he did. So, usually you only have to pick up one. I go ahead and pick up two because I know that the game has glitched out a few times where I have, where I've accidentally picked up just one, and then for some odd reason it wouldn't do anything, like he wouldn't take it. So I always pick up two just in case. So we're going to sell all three of these. This, and this. And we're going to leave the rest because, like I said, there are collectors, which I will go see next time I'm on by myself. Maybe start up a video to see, to show you the different armor or whatever, or maybe I'll just get the armor and then tell you how I got it and what I collected for it, so you kind of know. So right now we're going to go talk to Munne for one of our other quests, which is a new necromancer trainer. Well, if you come to study, I can show you how to animate the dead, which we have already learned. Once you've completed your lessons here, you will wish to seek out the other trainers who can teach you new skills. We're going to go ahead and accept. And of course, we already did the quest with the novice and the rites of remembrance, in which she gave us Live Siphon and Animate Bone Horror. So she actually has no new quests for us, which is really disturbing. Now there are quests in the catacombs. I just recently thought about it. There's a guy that's down in the catacombs who basically lives down there, and he's a blind necromancer, and he barely ever. You only see him like one other time in the Guild Wars series, and I think you actually have to kill him like later on, but he has a couple quests for you. I think he actually only has one, but I'm not really sure. So, alright, so let's check our quest log. We have completed 3. Okay, so right now all we have is Adventure with an Ally, which we're not going to do right now, obviously. We have Little Tom's Big Cloak, which is getting the bear pelt, and we have the Wayward Wizard, which is finding that girl's brother. So next time that we get on, we're probably going to head to Wizard's Folly, and in doing so, we're going to test out the powers of the Elementalist, which are going to be really fun. And I bet you to get a piece of armor, we're going to have to collect 5 icy loads, and those are really hard to get most of the time because they have a really low drop rate. So we will actually just see what we can do. Anyway, sorry this episode was a little uneventful, probably wasn't very entertaining for you. But anyways, this has been Samutari playing Guild Wars. Still one of my favorite games, still one of my favorite things to play, even though it's not as popular as it used to be due to the fact that the sequel is out. Again, hit like if you want to see more of this series. Please leave me a comment in the section below, letting me know what you want to see in every episode. I will try to accommodate you as much as I possibly can. I do want to cover certain things in these episodes, obviously, and I want to do as thorough of a playthrough as I can with what little information of Guild Wars I actually have and the things I already know. But still, there are things that I forget. There are things that are still new to me from time to time that I find, so you kind of got to forgive me on that, because I'm not like the best player that there ever has been. Trust me, if you haven't gotten that already from me. And lastly, go ahead and feel free to subscribe so you know whenever I'm coming out with new videos. I know my schedule's kind of hectic, but I try to keep up with, I try to keep my schedules posted on my blog, which is why you should connect with me online at my website, which is listed in the video description below, and at the end of each video in my outro. But other than that, just, I guess, thank you for watching, thank you for being you, and ultimately, have a nice day, everybody. This is Samutari out, and I will talk to you all later. Ciao, you guys.